Yeah, ultimately, it's not living and dying by every game that we play a game of failure. It's tough, especially at this level where pitchers are so good. The game's going so fast that if you make a mistake, that's natural in this game. But also to trust who I am as a player and like what I've been taught since I was 3 years old playing this game.
And you've seen it at so many levels. You're familiar with the college game from your dad, but catching at the professional level, what are the differences? What are the new challenges you take on?
Yeah, it's everything's moving 10 times faster. Pitches are moving more at higher speeds. You don't have any time to think, really. You just have to trust instincts.
And of course, you have to work with the pitch clock and make those be decisive, work with a pitcher, that sort of thing. How have you grown in that respect?
It's what I did in college. It was a similar pitch clock system. I do a lot of preparation before the game with my pitchers to come up with a plan. That way, I don't really have to think in depth on how to call a game. We already have an idea of how we're going to attack this game, but it's really just a part of the game now.
What do you enjoy most about catching?
Shoot, the competitiveness of it. I like being involved every pitch. There's always something to do back there, but it's all I've known. Between the competitiveness with the other catcher and trying to steal strikes and who's going to win between that, working with the umpire, getting to know them on a personal level, and ultimately trying to get the team to win.
What's been the biggest highlight for you so far playing in this organization?
Obviously, winning the Midwest League title last year. I knew a couple of the guys on the team beforehand, but they opened me with open arms, welcomed me in, and I went on that journey with them, and it was a blast.
We know and we hear that this organization is so strong in terms of developing pitching. Mm-hmm. From a catcher's perspective, what does that look like for you?
Yeah, it's just perfecting the crafts. I mean, we got the smartest people in the world in our pitching department, and they can take someone and make them into like a Gavin Williams. They can make him into a Tanner Bybee. They can make him into this amazing arm, and I've already been seeing that happen with some of these guys, and it's just really cool to see.
As a kid growing up playing the position of catcher, who were some of your role models?
Yadier Molina was one of them. That was the first catcher I really started to watch. But then as time went on and more like strike stealing, receiving setups came into play, I just started to watch every catcher. I enjoyed watching it. I started falling into habits when I'm watching baseball games. I don't watch anything else but how the catcher works and what he does. And I try to tie it into my game and see what I can do, what I can use.
We know your dad is a college coach, and you've had baseball all your life growing up. How have you seen the game and the position of catching even change and evolve in that time?
Yeah, it's changed dramatically. I've always been taught to try to manipulate the strike zone, but the way that it's manipulated and changed in say the past 2 years, like it's ever evolving. Umpires are getting better, pitchers are getting nastier. You have to be more quick and fine with your moves. Like, it's actually really cool to see, like, from the traditional setup to the knee down setup now. Everyone's doing it, and I'm seeing the benefits of it. But that's the fun part about being a catcher is it's ever evolving.
And the setup, people will notice that behind the plate. What are the advantages to the setup that you use?
Yeah, it's just less moving parts. Your head's not moving. It's easier on your body. You can basically do the same stuff as a traditional setup with the knee down. Like, people always criticize it, but if you look at the statistics and the numbers of it, the benefits of being a knee down catcher excel tremendously.
And then there's the facet of controlling the running game. As a catcher, how do you go about that? What are some of the principles?
Yeah, before the series starts, we know who the runners are and who aren't. Ultimately, it's how well the pitcher can hold them there, how quick they can get the ball in my hands, and then me putting myself into the best position possible to make a solid throw.
As you look at the games and opportunities ahead of you still this season, what are the areas you're looking to continue to develop?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get to know these guys a little bit more. Just keep helping them, try to get them better, get them to the next stage, and just keep winning. Try to keep winning ball games here.
When there's a new pitcher that comes, maybe he's new to the organization from a trade or someone you've never worked with before, what's sort of that quickest conversation like so you guys can work together?
Yeah, it's nothing pitching specific. It's just getting to know them on a personal level. That way I can communicate with them, having the open line of communication I talked about earlier. But yeah, that's just it, just trying to get to know them.